Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we will be taking a look at the Glenn Klecker Trigger Knife Kit, so stay tuned. Some of you who are into knife collecting might recognize Glenn Klecker, that name right off the bat, and that's because he has designed a knife, I think, in collaboration with CRKT. It's called the NERC, and that particular knife's on my short list. It is a really cool design, so I gotta get that really soon. But what this video is about is a real working model of a knife that you could use to teach your youngster, your child, your some adults that I know, the proper handling of a knife. And it also teaches you the anatomy of a lockback knife, because this is a model of a lockback knife. One really nice thing is that this is made in the USA, and the model has everything is smooth, so you don't have those things that'll like cut your hand like some cheap models do. And it comes in all kinds of colors. There's a wide variety of colors here. On the back here they show one in black, in pink, in red, orange, yellow, green. I think there are two greens because I have two greens here. There's this forest looking green, and then there's this zombie kind of a lime green, and there's a blue and a purple. So let's go ahead and take a close look. Here are some examples, different colors, and I'm going to go ahead and put these aside, and I think what I'm going to do is go ahead with the green. Now underneath there's some procedures on how to put this together, and there's also some all-around good safety tips from Nathan, which is Glenn Klecker's son. And again, there's a lot of adults that I know that need to go over these rules. Now I'm not going to go over them because I don't want to make this too long a video, but real important right there. I like that. There's a picture of Nathan right there too. On the back, you could just see what you're getting inside. Again, another quick assembly diagram and all the cool colors that this comes with. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to put this aside. It's going to be embarrassing if me as an adult can't put this together. So I'm going to go ahead and break these out real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, here's everything that you get with the kit. You get a left and right handle or scales. You get a blade, and this blade, again, let me assure you, is not sharp. And again, that that's not showing safe knife handling skills right there, but I just wanted to show you that none of this is sharp. This is a model for children and adults who don't know better. You get a spring with a spacer, a lock bar, and you get 4 pins plus one extra one. So let's go ahead and start assembling this. First thing that you do is take one of your scales or handle and place the pins in the holes. So this is really exciting for me. I love to see how things work. Even as a kid, I love to take things apart, and I was one of the lucky few that were able to usually get it get it back together. So there we go. Next thing is you take your spring slash spacer and you put it on these two, just like so, and just push that down. Next, you want to take your lock bar. Now the lock bar, you can see this little nub right here. This sort of fits into the back of the blade. These are probably not the exact technical terms, but you want this piece in this direction away from the spring, and you want to place this so the lock bar comes down above the spring, just like that, because that's what the spring does. It pushes the lock bar back down on this side, sort of like a lever. So you're learning a little bit about levers and things like that. There's a name for that. So next thing you do is you take your blade and you push down on the lock bar on this side and place the blade on this pin right here. Sometimes it's referred to as a pivot screw. I guess we could call it a pivot pin. So now you could actually see how a knife works, a lock back. You just press down on this and then the blade folds, and look at that, it even it has retention there, and that's because the spring is pushing down on here. And see that up here? You can see that's how a real lock back works. That is so cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish assembling this. The next thing you do is just take the other handle or scale, fit it over the pins, just line everything up and push it together, and you now have a real working model of a real lock back knife that's not dangerous. And that is so cool. And of course you could paint this up any color that you want. You could glue everything in to make it permanent. Now don't glue the blade or the parts that need to move to make it work. But wow, look at that. If I were doing a review, this definitely would get good for retention. But I'm not going to be doing any kind of paper cut test or anything like that. That would be ridiculous. But ergonomics is really good. Everything is, you know, smooth. I like to see some real knives come out like this, where, you know, the ergos, even with my big hands, it actually feels comfortable. And to fold a knife, you just press down on the lock bar back here like you would any real lock back knife and swing the blade closed. You want to open the blade, you just pull the blade out and it locks in place. That is so cool. If I were a kid, I would love this. You know what? I'm not a kid and I love this. So if you're a parent of a kid that you want to teach, you know, responsibility and safe knife handling skills and how to put things together and things like that, this would be a no-brainer. It would be an awesome gift. If you're watching this during the holiday season, this is an absolutely must for a stocking stuffer. I'll tell you what, if I were a kid, I got this in my stocking, I'd be I'd be very happy. This is just freaking awesome. So how much is this? Well, if you go to the www.kleckerknives.com website, and I will put the link below, you could check it out. They should be around, you know, $10. There's also some other really neat things on the website. There's a wooden version that you can, a wooden model that you can put together of a knife, which I got my eyes on that too. And then there's that Nerk knife, and that's on my short list. So I'll be visiting that site to get that. And if the wife is watching, yes, if you see $15 getting charged, that's me getting the Nerk. Anyway, highly recommended. I give this a 10 out of 10. So thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and you. And I hope you have a great evening. Take care.